But let's bring you that big cricket story right at the very top, because in the biggest upset of the T20 World Cup so far, Zimbabwe have stunned Pakistan in the T20 World Cup. Zimbabwe have beaten Pakistan by 1 run in a dramatic match. Pakistan failed to chase down a 131-run target. This makes India's path now to the semi-finals easier, and Pakistan is now virtually out of the World T20. Joining me now, Nikhil Naz joins me live from Sydney with that big story. Nikhil, it almost seems that the Pakistanis are out now, 2 losses. India virtually looking like semi-finalists for certain. Would I be right in saying that India's path to the semi-finals getting easier by the day?
Well, yes, Rajdeep, it does seem to be like that at the moment after this big upset where, Zimbabwe have beaten Pakistan. And what was really surprising is that the win came at Perth. I know it's not the old Waka, which is known for its pace and bounce. It came at the Optus Stadium, where they still use drop-in pitches. But in a fast pitch where you expect the Pakistani fast bowlers to dominate, Zimbabwe pulled off a miraculous win. But, I mean, if I was to look at that Group 2, which is Pakistan, India, and South Africa, 3 big teams. I think Pakistan's way to the semi-final is tough, but it's still not certain that they'll be out. I think the 2 games that are coming up, one on the 30th where India play South Africa, that's going to be very crucial. And then the other one on the 3rd where Pakistan plays South Africa, it's going to be crucial. And I think what's really helped South Africa's point here has been the fact that South Africa had to share points with the same opposition, Zimbabwe, that have upset Pakistan because that game got rained out. Just to let our viewers know, we are so accustomed to watching Australia and all the cricket being played in Australia during the summer time, that's usually December, January. This is one of those rare occasions where you're witnessing cricket in October. And this is still spring here. It's been a very wet spring here. It doesn't feel like we're in Australia. It feels quite like we're in New Zealand. So there could be a chance that a few more games get washed out in this particular group. Right. So that will really throw open the group. I think the 2 games, India, South Africa, and India would have to beat South Africa at the Optus Stadium. So all of these things still leave a door open for Pakistan. But the way Pakistan is playing, Rajdeep, you'd have to say that they're not good enough. They lost to India in a close game, but this was a game for them to win. And if they've lost on that account, and when their openers don't fire, they end up on the losing side, all of that tells you that they may not be making the semis.
Okay, so Pakistan looking like they're on the way out. India looking very good, winning easily today. We'll have, of course, more on that later in the show. But Nikhil Naz there in Sydney with that breaking news of this evening.